Hi guys, so for today's reading we are going to be looking at who is jealous of you and why. We have 3 piles for you today. 1, 2, 3. Take a moment to get in touch with your intuition and your higher self and pick the pile you feel most drawn to. If you guys enjoy this reading, please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. It all really helps to grow my channel, and it also helps to spread these messages to other people who may need them as well. It's a great way for you to show an energetic exchange for the one I'm giving you here today too, because I do a lot of energy healing in these readings. Some people find that to be something I shouldn't be doing, but that's just because they can't handle the energy. But anyway, also, if you'd like to donate to the channel, which really helps me out as well, my PayPal link and my Amazon wishlist are both in the description box below, and I am so grateful for all of you who have liked, commented, shared, subscribed, donated. That is so amazing, and it really does help me far more than you guys realize. So thank you for that, and I appreciate it immensely. Also, if you guys enjoy my paintings, you can check out my esty shop below. I do try to switch them out at least once every month and a half, and there's always a couple of them on rotation in there. So let's get started with pile 1. And if you guys want to see a specific one, let me know too, because I can throw a specific one on there too. Let's get started with pile 1. Sorry. Pile 1. For you guys, let's see who is jealous and why. We're going to start with these friends, relatives. So you could have some friends and relatives that are jealous of you in this pile. Aggravating. You might be a little aggravating to these people, or these people could be very aggravating to you. Giving person. People may be very aggravated by how giving you are. You may be somebody who doesn't seem to have as much, but you're always giving even when you don't have as much. Or you could even have a lot and you're always giving. I feel like you're a very giving, loving, grateful person. Spirit, you're very connected to spirit. You're very connected to your spirituality or your religion. You're very connected to your guides, your God. You pray a lot. You are very grateful. You're very loving and kind-hearted as a person. Someone who reached for the stars. You went after your dreams as well. And I feel like the people that are jealous of you are the people who sat their dreams aside for whatever purpose, whatever excuse, whatever reason they had for setting their dreams aside. You did not set your dreams aside. You went after them regardless of whatever you had going on in your life. Your dreams may even have been something to do with your spirituality or your religion. I feel like you really get on their nerves because you are somebody who is so kind, so giving, so loving. And you constantly continue to go towards what you believe in, regardless of whether or not anybody supports you or whether or not anybody is there for you. Sagittarius, optimistic. This could be a brother. It could be a best friend or like an ex-best friend that you cut off. It could be a sister or a mother. Leo, generous. So I feel like you're very optimistic, you're very giving, very generous, very loving. You are also very seen. You are out there in the front lines, seen, heard, felt. You are somebody that gets a lot of attention. You may even have a lot of people giving to you so that you can follow your dreams as well for some of you. G, L, K, M, G, MGK, N. If anybody doesn't know, MGK Ultra was a government experiment where they used acid as a mind control substance, which I'm pretty sure worked very well, considering that you can telepathically connect to people very effectively when you're using that. And if you're not somebody who actually works on clearing, protecting, cleansing your energies, or on your mental faculties and staying in your own mental faculties, these people could really get under your skin in that way. A, N, N, clan is in here. Z, V, L, X, lax, lag, lamb. You know what I find funny? As far as the story of with Moses, where everybody painted the blood of a lamb over their door to stop spirit from claiming the life of their firstborn child, doesn't that sound like black magic to anybody else? The only thing you would use innocent blood, and lambs are innocent according to the Bible, the only thing you would use innocent blood to block, I mean, think about this for a second. You sent a spirit to go claim the firstborn of everyone who did not have the blood protection going on there. That sounds like black magic to me. V, Y, I, Ivy, J, D, JD, W, wide, big, BJ, BJ, P, Jasper, Page, Y, Z, pay, lay, lane, lake, magnum, mag, nap, pan, Japan, jip, clip, glib, land, Peter Pan. So some of you, they could feel like you're very glib in your actions, or maybe they feel like, or maybe they are very glib towards you. Like, it's hard. I'm having a hard time describing what that word means. I hope you know what it means. Fly, ply, relax, play, plank, bag. Yeah, so you're working hard, you're having fun, you are going after your bag, you're having time for playtime too, relaxing time, things like that. You are, you have worked really hard to have this playtime, this relaxing time, to get rid of the anxiety and stress and to work towards your goals without overly worrying. So let's see what else we have here. My time is not free. My energy is not free. I am not free. I have a high value and I am not meant for everyone. I deserve to have an equal give and take. I walk away from anything that isn't giving back to me. So your friends and family may be very jealous of the fact that you are able to walk away from people who are not giving back to you. Say people are breadcrumbing or ghosting you. Say that for many, 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 many years, you were the person that was constantly reaching out to everyone, constantly sending them messages on a regular basis to see how they were doing, constantly making sure to check in, making sure to say happy birthday, Merry Christmas, all that kind of stuff, which I did for years too. And the only time you ever heard from any of these people was when you were reaching out to them and you have decided to walk away from them. That would be the people. If you have people in your life like that, that would be the people. Or you have done that with other people in your life and they can't figure out how to do that with the people in their life, so they're jealous of that. Everyone is so proud of you. You are glowing and looking good too. You have been working so hard. Your dedication and commitment is amazing. You are truly one of a kind. Your work ethic is on point. So you've been working and you have been grinding and you have been doing what you need to do to go after what you want to go after. You are reaching for your dreams and you are having hope and faith to go with it. And people are very jealous of your commitment to everything that you have been working on. I'm going to go ahead and grab an extra couple cards here too, because I was planning on grabbing a couple from that deck too. And I just randomly picked them from the middle of the deck instead of shuffling, which I do occasionally in the middle of readings, but usually I shuffle them and pull them. Either way, it's the cards that were meant to come out, right? Scorpion and Rabbit. So people could really fear your backlashes. People could be very anxious of what you have to say about the way that they've treated you, or maybe you have said some things that made people very anxious. Maybe you have cut off people who have tried to make you have a lot of anxiety about your goals or your dreams, have tried to tear you down, have tried to bring you to lower vibrations. Page of Swords, Nine of Swords. Yeah, they have watched you battle this fear, and they have watched you come out the victor. They are paralyzed by their fear, and they tend to not act because of that fear, which is why they tried to fill your ear with a lot of things anxiety related or fear based related. It's not because they were trying to tear you down, it's more because they feel that way themselves in their own lives. They stop themselves from saying what needs to be said to people who are taking advantage. They stop themselves from going after their dreams. They stop themselves from doing anything out of the ordinary because it may not work out or because something bad may happen. And the whole thing is, something bad could happen anytime. That doesn't mean you don't do anything. And that's the way you think and feel. And so it's very aggravating to these people because you are somebody who's going to do what you want to do regardless of whether or not something could happen. Two of Pentacles and Justice. You are somebody who's very good at multitasking. You're very good at doing many different things all at once. You're very good at keeping track of those things as well. And you have a lot of major good things coming your way for everything that you have been able to accomplish and overcome. They have watched you face your fears and shove those fears, well, not really, set those fears on fire. You have set those fears on fire and you have risen up from the ashes. And they have watched you say what needs to be said, whether it was polite or not. They have watched you walk away from things that were not good for you, whether normal people do that or not. They have watched you really just put in so much time, effort, attention, patience, and you've been able to juggle everything all at once and still come out on top. And so they're very jealous of the fact that you have been able to do all of this. Libra could be another sign as well. Maybe even Gemini or Aquarius. There's a lot of air here. Yeah, I feel like you're a very fair, balanced person. You are somebody who gives fair judgments to others as well. It's not like you walk away from somebody when they didn't deserve it. You walk away when they do deserve it. And that's the other thing too, is they're worried about coming back and saying what they need to say because they're not sure whether or not you would accept them coming in to say what they needed to say. They're just very they're in this low vibrational energy of fear, of watching, of waiting, of wondering, of questioning, of all that kind of stuff. And you are acting. They're stuck, they're stagnant, and you are acting. And that's why they're so jealous of you. So that's pretty much what I got for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you had to say about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonated with you or what you might be going through, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 2, and I'm going to do the same thing for you guys as I did for the last pile. I'm going to grab a couple from that deck too, because I meant to grab a couple before I started, and apparently I was meant to grab them randomly from the middle of the deck instead of shuffling. For those ones anyway. I shuffle all of them usually, but occasionally I'll grab some in the middle of a reading and throw them in there from the middle of a deck without looking, and yeah, it's still what's meant to come out, right? Acquaintance, bright, distinct, addictive, palatable, molester. So you could have an acquaintance who is very jealous of your bright, beautiful, glowing light. You are somebody who is very amazing. Your energy is very amazing. Your energy is very hard to describe. It is very powerful, very immense, very intense. You're very intelligent as well, and you are somebody that most people really like. In fact, some people can find your energy very addictive. You know, wow, that would be a dumb thing for somebody to be jealous of, but somebody could be jealous that molesters are attracted to you for some reason. So, I mean, it could be like, if you were molested by somebody, it could be their spouse or their partner. There could even be, maybe you were just an acquaintance with somebody and you got a really bad feeling from them, like they might be somebody not good, and you pulled your energy away. Could be that person who is, and they could be very addicted to your energy. They could be somebody that really is just not on the up and up and is a very dark energy. This is a very dark energy. Wow. Um, yeah. I feel like the molester portion only fits for a few of you, but, there could be somebody who is a molester who is jealous of you because everyone likes you and there's not many people who like them, which is funny because a lot of child molesters, everybody loves them. Everybody thinks they're the greatest thing since white bread. And generally, they're able to pull the wool over everybody's eyes. I'll put it this way. The main molester I had in my childhood was he was not an alcoholic. He was not a drug addict. He did not smoke. He did not gamble. He did not cheat. He did not do anything. He was this amazing, perfect person. But everybody has skeletons in their closet, and I've found throughout my life that generally the more perfect it looks from the outside, the more decayed it is on the inside. And that guy and his perfect OCD house was a big chunk of that. So anyway, Cancer, imaginative. And by the way, I'm a Cancer, so that's funny. Scorpio, passionate. Aquarius, friendly. So you're passionate, friendly, imaginative, beautiful. You might even be a lot like a child in a lot of different ways. I actually had a woman earlier this year that was like, doesn't it bother you at all that all of these guys only like you because you look like a little girl? Well, for one thing, I don't feel like I look like a little girl. I am 33 years old, and I feel like I look, even if I don't look 33 years old, it's at least 24. I've had somebody guess 21 once. A cop thought I was 17 one night, but it was also really dark. And you know what? I really don't feel like I look like a little girl, and that could be a lot of what this is maybe there are people who are jealous because they feel like you look really young and you're very playful, you're very joyous, you're very childlike in your appearance or in your mannerisms. And most men are giant man-childs, so maybe there's a lot of men that are attracted to you because of that. Some people may even try to rub that in your face in some way, kind of like that woman. Anyway, on to the next thing. We got U, M, N, or Z, music, monsters. E, A, D, B, dab. N, Dan. T, Dante. B, bum. I, T, Tim. M, Q, R. I think the Tim I knew was an Aquarius. J, Jim. And there's somebody named Jim that I had question marks about on whether or not he was somebody doing that. Especially since his stepdaughter accused him of watching them in the shower. And then everybody turned against her and walked away from her, so she took everything she said back. Of course, he was an ex-sheriff, too. Duty, Dune, Rune, True, Butte. We have a Butte near here. Mute, Time, Might, Tame, Mate, Dane, Dainty, Diane, Princess Diane is coming to mind. Bud, Dub, Rub, Rud, Rut, Quit, Quaint, quitter. Summer, bummer. Hot Girl Bummer is the song that just came to mind. So for a lot of you, I feel like Rabbit too. I feel like you are somebody who has a lot of sexual energy. You have a lot of vibrant, passionate energy. You're maybe even a very small person. You are somebody that is very childlike, imaginative, dreamy, intuitive. You're somebody who takes the spotlight quite a bit. You may even keep a lot of your self a mystery to others. Diet. Remember in those hard times to hold your faith close to you. Don't give in to fear and doubt. Know what you have been promised is the truth. Release timing and surrender with trust. It is time to go with the flow and maintain peace at all costs. By the way, this was supposed to be a good message about you. This got in here somehow accidentally, but apparently you need to remember to have faith in the hard times, to not give in to your fear or doubt, that everything you've been promised is the truth and it's going to be coming to you. It's time to release the timing and how. It's time to surrender and have trust, and it's time to really go with the flow and maintain peace at all costs. Try not to cause too many waves, things like that. Butter. I feel like you're smooth, and you're very good at a lot of things. You are so crazy. I love your energy. Keep being you. It is so beautiful. I can't even describe the kind of energy that you have, and it's always inspiring, to say the least. By the way, there was something like that came out about Pile 1 too. You volunteer a lot, and you don't like to see anyone in pain. You are an angel here on earth. So there are people that are jealous of you because of your angelic-like qualities, your childlike qualities, your beauty, your youth, your appearance, your ability to make friends, I feel like, as well. And you are just so vibrant and energetic, and you have a lot of beautiful energy to you. We have the moon, we have the death, we have the illumination. I feel like you are illuminating a lot of things people would like to keep hidden, like this molester here. You're illuminating a lot of things that people would like to keep hidden. You bring a lot of transformations. You cause a lot of endings and a lot of new beginnings. You've gone through a lot of endings and a lot of new beginnings. Maybe you even came out of the closet on some of the things that have happened in your past that you have never spoke about before. You have illuminated people to what has happened in your life. Bitter. Some people are very bitter about you doing this. If you have done this, you have exposed people who were hiding their shadows, who were hiding their dark side, who were hiding all their lies, all their secrets, all of their nasty things that they were doing behind the scenes. I feel like a lot of you have uncovered things like that. Burrito, bun, 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, Earthworm, and the Sea Serpent. So I feel like you might receive a lot of messages in your sleep. For a lot of you as well, you guys are working very hard to overcome, to make it through the obstacles, the challenges that life throws your way. You always come up with unique different ways of handling any challenges that you face. You have a lot of blessings in front of you, and some people might not think that you see all of these blessings coming into you because you might be focused elsewhere, or asleep on yourself, or asleep on some of your options, or something along those lines. You work very well in groups and teams. You are somebody who is very artistic, very creative. You may even use your art or your creativity to work through a lot of the challenges or hurt or pain that you have been through in the past, especially if you were somebody who was abused in some way. You use your art to make it through that. You enjoy your time alone. And I feel like a lot of you have been very illuminated on your worth. You may have thought that you were worth nothing in the past. People may have convinced you of that. People may have told you that you would never amount to anything, or that you were nothing. And you may not have seen just how beautiful you were for a very long time, but you have gained a lot of self-love. You have learned, you have grown, you have gone through challenges and cycles where you have been on your own, left out in the cold, or where you have been very poor and facing a lot of hardship. And even through all of those cycles, you have still been your authentic self. You have managed to end a lot of cycles in your life, shed the old skin, and begin again, and have this new, bright way of seeing things and doing things at the end of the day. And I also feel like you guys are somebody who takes your time away to cleanse, to work on things, and then you know when it's time to come back up and come back out. And you come back up and come back out at the right time for the right things that you need. Yeah, there's a lot of bitter people in your life that really wish that they could mute you, that really wish that they could shut you up, that really wish that they could get you to turn down. Turn down for what? Good song, great song. Turn down for what? Turn down for what? So anyway, that's pretty much what I got for this pile. Timber. We also have timber over here too. Timberland. Anyway, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you thought about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonated with you, what you might be going through, what this molester thing might be about. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Anyway, pile 3. Let's see who is jealous of you and why. For pile 3, we got charismatic person, a person in poverty. There was something about poverty in pile 2. Criminal, submissive, hateful, uncle. So it could be your uncle. It could be a criminal. Your uncle could be a criminal. Somebody is very hateful towards you. This person is very submissive. This person does what other people expect. This person's a people pleaser. Or you're a very submissive person and you're just not submissive to them. That could be it. You're somebody who speaks very well. You're somebody who's very fluent in communication. You're somebody who is very effective in your communication. You are somebody who wins a lot of people over. You may be somebody who is in poverty, or this person could be in poverty. It could even be several people. There could be some people that are in poverty, some people that are criminals in poverty. There could be an uncle as well, and that could be a whole separate thing. I feel like for this pile, there's quite a few people who are jealous of you, honestly, and I think a lot of it has to do with your capacity to be able to speak, to be able to reach people, to be able to befriend people, to especially if you befriended them and they are a criminal and you knew about their criminal activities and then somebody else found out about it because of that. There may be some of that in here too. Somebody is very hateful towards you because of something, though. They're very yeah, I really feel like they're just very hateful. Hateful that you wouldn't be submissive to them, maybe even because you were in poverty and they tried to use their money to control you, but you didn't like their criminal behavior or who they were or what they were doing, and so you walked away from that situation. That could definitely be it. P.S. Postscript. P.S.I. P.S.I. W. Pounds of pressure per square inch. B. E. That was an E, not a B. Wise. Prize. Z. L. O. Lower. G. Glower. P. This could be somebody who just looks at you with contempt. You should really know who this person is or these people. H. W. Whose. Who. Hose. K. Hog. Hop. Y. Hockey. Hokey pokey. S. Spoke. Woke. You may have woke some people up with what you have had to say. Maybe other people didn't listen to some of the other people who said it because they weren't as good at talking as you, or as honest as you, or as authentic as you, or as charismatic as you. And you might have really, there's also choke. You might have really woke people up to some of the things that were going on here. Hokey. F. P. To some of the criminal activities, especially Q. My uncle was selling his prescription drugs on a regular basis. Z. So it kind of reminds me of that a little bit. R. K. Q. He was getting so many of them and he was taking a lot of them, but he was selling a lot of them and then claiming he has no money and getting everybody to send him money. And then I went down there to take care of him for a little bit while he had a broken hip, and nobody told me he had had a brain trauma as well. A couple months before that, he was acting like he had dementia, and he was already bad enough long before that anyway. And he was manipulative, gaslighting, abusive emotionally, mentally. And this man, he went to molest me once, and he didn't quite get there because he looked in my eyes, and according to him, he never touched anybody ever since then. Who knows? But basically, I had just told my mom about all that, and then they all decided that I was the one that could go take care of him because I was the one who didn't have a job. And so I went down there to take care of him, and the only thing he was supposed to be doing was making sure I had cigarettes and weed while I was there. And you know what? I don't smoke weed all the time, but I do like to smoke once in a while. And he couldn't even make sure that I had the cigarettes, let alone anything else. And he was just, it was a nightmare. It was a complete and total nightmare. And he was sitting there telling everybody I'm abusing him. And I was like, I'm not doing shit, but he is abusing me. Nobody would fucking believe me. And so I videotaped it one day and sent it to my aunt. And then I called her and put her on mute so she could listen to the things that he was saying to me. And then they finally believed me. But then it's like, right afterwards, none of it ever happened and nobody believes me again. And he's the great person and I'm the piece of shit again. That could be something along these lines. Anyway. Courageous, Aries, and maybe people are starting to really realize it now. Virgo, practical. So you may be very practical, you may be very down to earth, but you're very fiery, very passionate as well. You may be somebody who's very argumentative, but you're very logical too. You always have a very logical argument or explanation. You're not somebody who's going to argue by screaming names at people. You're somebody who's going to argue with a real argument. Hope. We also have hope, whole, glow, sky, skylar, shower, show, flow, fuckwithable, quack, quag, quit, quip, choir, wire, pyre, pep, pip, Pippi Longstockings. I don't know why that came to mind, but somebody may have something with that. You have grown so much. Change can happen. I never used to think that it was possible for people to change, but I have seen so much of it in you that I know that it's true. You make me want to change too, to heal and to grow. So while there are people that are jealous of you, I think a lot of them are jealous of you because you have clued other people in to the fact that they can change if they want to. And these people may have been submissive to people who were disgusting and abusive and awful and mean to them in the past, and now they're no longer going to put up with it because they have watched you and they have decided that they can do the same thing too. Higher. What else? Your smile is infectious and contagious. No one could escape a chance to smile when you do. Even the most stoic, serious person can't help but to break into a lighter mood around you. So you're somebody who lightens the mood. You're somebody who brings a lot of happiness, a lot of joy with you wherever you go. You bring hope to people. You bring love to people. You bring light to people. You bring lunch. You might bring lunch to people. And these people are very jealous of that. They're very jealous of you. They're very jealous of your light. They're very jealous of your forgiveness, your love, your kindness, your gentleness. I'm going to grab a couple of these cards for you guys too, just randomly out of this. So we got Queen of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, the Tower. So somebody could be jealous of the time, effort, attention to detail, faith, persistence, determination that you have put into caring for and nurturing whatever it is that you're working on. Even when things fall apart, even when revelations come out, even when truths are known, you continue to work. You continue to forgive, you continue to love, you continue to be open, you continue to be kind. You are very emotionally mature, you are very loving, beautiful, wonderful, sensitive, emotional, intuitive, sweet, kind, and caring, but you are far from submissive. I feel like you are somebody who will do things for people if they ask you and if they treat you decently, but if they are being a piece of crap, you're going to walk the fuck away. I feel like you have dealt with a lot of people who are very emotionally immature. These emotionally immature people caused a lot of tower moments in your life. They may have been very manipulative emotionally. They may have been very wishy-washy, very in and out, very not really knowing what they want and can't really cope with life. And you are somebody who copes with life very easily. You know what you want, you work hard, you have a lot of faith, you have a lot of trust, a lot of persistence. Deer and the bee, you're very good with your community, you're good at networking, you're good at getting out there and being seen and heard, you are good at spreading the word, you're good at connecting to people, you are very observant, you're very watchful, you know when something is amiss. You have a very strong sixth sense about you, and you know when something is amiss, and you don't mind tearing it down if it doesn't have a solid, firm foundation. And I feel like you've had to do a lot of that throughout your life, tear things down because it didn't have a very solid, secure foundation. There's also a lot of water here, too, so somebody could be a water sign as well, feeling this way. We got fire, earth, water. Yeah, you're very calm, you're very patient, you're very loving, you're very kind. You're a very good mother if you're a mother, or you're a very good father if you're a father. You're very loving, very nurturing, very caring, and very careful as well. You try not to hurt anyone, and you're very open and accepting to people, but once they do hurt you, you will tear it down. Some people could be very jealous of a call that you received as well for some of you. So that's pretty much what I got for this pile. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would love to hear how you felt about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonated with you, what you might be going through. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys.